What is going on YouTube? It's your boy Taz loaded back with another video. Today I'm going to be talking about at least my top 10 anime that I've watched, read, anime period. Uh, Mostly, I might have more than 10 so I can do honorable mentions, you feel me? But, yeah, man, I hope everybody's doing good. I'm actually at work right now, but that don't stop me from doing nothing. I ain't doing nothing but stopping anyway. I work at Walmart. So, but, yeah. So for my number 12 spot in my honorable mentions would probably be Hitman Reborn. A lot of people actually don't know about it, but it actually came out around the time of like Naruto and stuff like that. It's like one of those underrated shonen that came out that was under the big three that people barely heard of or they did watch. Their friends didn't watch it. It's pretty much about a hitman who who's looking for really he's coming to a tutor this child, but he's not really there to tutor him. He's actually there to teach him how to become a hitman boss. And even though the main character Suna does not want to become a mafia boss, he has to. It's literally a part of his destiny. It is what it is, nigga. If you don't want to accept it, you just gonna all your people gonna die. Your mom, all your friends that you've been gaining along the way, everybody gonna die. So it's pretty much you get two war arcs in this anime. Great fight scenes, good plot story, amazing plot. Got the last Mongolia boss. His son wants to become the Mongolia boss. The next Suna should become the Mongolia boss. So he and his gang come to Japan and start an all-out war. Um, because Suna's crew has half of the Mongolia ring and he has the other half. His crew has the other half. So they fight for it. Of course, main character, Suna won. There's just it was it was worth it. It was like it was so nice, like because the dude he was fighting, his fire was real hot. So even though Suma's fire is real hot, he was like pretty much used the he used this fighting saying that the first Mongolia, literally the first Mongolia used, and instead of pretty much burning somebody, he kind of still did that, but you actually his fire was so hot that it actually froze people or their flames. So then once he blows their flames, they couldn't fight anymore. But yeah, well, Hitman Mongolia, I said Hitman Mongolia, Hitman Reborn is a great anime, which is why it's in my trust spot. So yeah, I'm gonna be moving on to my 11, and that will be one more thing about Hitman Reborn. Their weapons are so fire. Like they have box weapons pretty much. So all the rings that they use, they pretty much put the rings into the box, and they get box animals that come out. Uh, yeah, and every um every animal pretty much has the element of their ring. No matter so if it's a sky ring, you have the sun ring, the mist ring, lightning ring, rain, and there's one more that I always forget. I don't know why, but yeah. So Suna's is like a pet cat or something like that. And then Ryota, who is also one of Suna's friends, had like a boxing kangaroo that literally builds up sun energy into his fist. And yeah, you already know that sounds crazy. But the dude that Suna was fighting, Thanos, Suna has gloves, and the ice goes around his gloves when he freezes, and stuff like that. But Thanos has pistols. He's using pistols. One thing you notice about in this anime is Suna resembles the first Mongolia a lot in personality and looks. Xanos, which is the Mongolia Ninth, that's his son, which we find out that's really not his son, but he took care of him because you have to watch it to get into that. But he has the same demeanor and also looks like the second Mongolia. The first Mongolia was nice. he did what he had to do when it came down to it. But that's the second Mongolia was kind of retarded. But before I get into my next anime on my list, I probably did kind of mess it up a little bit. I felt like I think I said it wrong. I worded it wrong. Xenos is not the son of the second Mongolia boss at all. He's supposed to be the son of the ninth, but he's not. I was comparing Xenos and the second Mongolia boss. They're so much alike. Okay, so getting into my next anime, number 11, it's gonna be Lookism. Pretty much an anime about a kid who's getting bullied at his old school. So one day when he's getting bullied, his mom ended up coming to the school and watches him while he's getting bullied and pretty much confronts the bullies. And because he pretty much been telling her that he doesn't like school pretty much and everything like that. So when she confronts him and everything, she ended up deciding that okay, maybe you're right. Maybe you do deserve to go to another school. So she pretty much sends him to another school. He goes there, he gets his own apartment and everything. Going to sleep that night. But when he wakes up looking at himself and it scares him. And he's like, what's going on? He's in a whole new body. And so he goes to school in this new body. This new body is nothing like his old body. His old body, he's pretty much chubby, and you could say that's what everybody else calls him. They call him an ugly pig, pretty much. And in his new body, he's pretty much like a model. And everybody likes him. He's like 6 feet tall instead of being like 5'4" and fat. Uh, so yeah, when we go to this new school, before he even goes to the new school, he runs into this dude and his girlfriend inside his regular body, and he pretty much when the old girl when he bumped into her and she said sorry, he got excited just because in his old school people bumping into him, they'll say get out the way you pig, and he actually got excited, but the face he made was kind of weird. So her boyfriend, who was trying to be her boyfriend, I don't think they're together. At least in the first season, you don't see that. You see that he's trying to get with her, but um he beats him up pretty much. So when he does end up going to school in his new body and everything, he sits down in class and everything. He comes in, he announces who he is and everything. Once he does that, everybody in the classroom gets amazed at how good looking he is and stuff like that. He sits down. While he's sitting down, he ends up looking left and notices that the dude who actually bullied him and beat him up outside in the city, on his first day in the city, when the girl said thank you, I mean excuse me, I'm sorry. So he was trying to avoid him, but long story short, he couldn't avoid him. He kept switching back and forth between the body that he actually preferred and the body that he didn't like. He was working at a convenience store pretty much, and he would do sit-ups and push-ups and all that all day 24/7. And it was this one girl who used to always come by and tell him, "Hey, keep it up," buying him water bottles and everything like that. Um, what can I say? It's a wholesome anime. Like even though he's inside this body in a new body, instead of acting like a butthole to everybody else, even though he's in a new body, he pretty much everybody who is like him, who acts like him, who gets bullied, he pretty much became friends with them. And then everybody became friends with them. He kind of even he didn't forget who he was, even though he got a new body. Um, so yeah, he also ended up getting into a rap show with this one of his friends that, even though dude didn't want to be his friend, he ended up being in a rap show with him. Bro found out that he can sing, and he was always wondering why do you want to be friends with me? Why do you want to be friends with me? And he was like, because we're the same. Dude never understood it pretty much because he was like, dude, you're beautiful. You own everybody like you. I get bullied, so how are we the same pretty much? But after he heard him sing and everything, he was like, "Yeah, whatever you're singing about, we feel the same way." So I get what you mean. So they pretty much end up on getting into a show and rapping and stuff like that, and him singing, and they win the tournament, pretty much. It's a good show. I feel like if you haven't seen it, you should look into it. I know once you actually after you actually watch the show, you would love to go watch it on Webtoon, which is I'm going to do that soon. But yeah, man, look, that's number 11 on my spot, and yeah. By the time I move on to the 10th spot,